Hello, grade 8! Another day to live, another day to love, and another day to love. On our previous videos in Mathematics 8, you already learned how to use the GCF and of course the types of polynomials. You also learned how to factor polynomials by using the common monomial factors and the difference of two squares. So, for our lesson number 4, you are going to learn the sum and difference of two cubes in Mathematics 8. So, in this lesson, you are expected to factor completely different types of polynomials. But our main focus is on the sum and difference of two cubes. Actually, the rule or the answer is merely on the title itself, the sum and difference of two cubes. So let us have first a short review about the cubes. So complete the following. Number 1 and to number 3 is being provided to you. So as you can see on the screen, we have here 1 cube, 2 cube, and 3 cubes. So 1 cube is simply equal to 1 times 1 times 1 is equal to 1. Then we have 2 cube, okay? So the exponent is 3, so you need to multiply 2 by itself 3 times. So 2 times 2 times 2 is equal to 8. Same goes with number 3. So 3 cube is equal to 3 times 3 times 3 is equal to 27. So let us work this out. How about number 4? What is 4 cube? So 4 cube is 4 times 4 times 4, which is equal to 64. For number 5, we have 5 cube. 5 cube is equal to 5 times 5 times 5 is equal to 125. For number 6, we have here 6 cube is equal to 6 times 6 times 6 or simply 216. For number 7, we have 7 cube and 7 cube is equal to 343 because 7 times 7 is 49 times 7 is equal to 343. For number 8, we have 8 cube and 8 cube is simply equal to, okay, we have 512. Second to the last is we have 9 cube. 9 times 9 times 9 and that is equal to 729. And for the last one, this is my favorite, the easiest one, we have 10 cubes. So 10 times 10 times 10 is simply equal to 1,000. So this has something to do with our topic for today. So let us see. So for factoring polynomials using the sum and difference of two squares, always remember that if we let x and y to be real numbers, variables, or algebraic expressions. So let us first discuss the factoring of the sum of two cubes. So for the sum of two cubes, we have here x cubed plus y cubed is simply equal to a binomial of x plus y multiplied by quantity a trinomial, and that is x squared minus xy plus y squared. Next is we have the factoring difference of two cubes. So we have here x cubed minus y cubed is equal to quantity x minus y multiplied by quantity x squared plus xy plus y squared. So actually you can have a clue here. Positive, negative, positive. That is for the sum. Then we have for difference, negative plus negative, positive, positive. Okay? Let us see for that rule. Okay? So we have here the sum or difference of two cubes will factor into a binomial and trinomial, just like what I told earlier. So we have here a plus b is the binomial and a squared minus ab plus b squared is our trinomial. Okay? So for the sign, if you look at the given sum of two cubes, so since I already told the sum, so that is positive. So for the binomial, the operation in between the terms is positive. So same sign, plus, plus. Next is that always opposite. So the second operation, or the operation on the trinomial that is separated, siya yung nagsa-separate kay first and second term ni trinomial. So, we have here always opposite. And for the last is always positive. So, lagi daw positive yung huling operation. Same goes with the difference of two cubes. So, let us see. Since this is minus, same sign. So, in binomial, that's minus. Next is always opposite. That is minus. So, in trinomial, that is positive. And then, remember the last one, always positive. Okay? So, just simply remember this. Same sign. Always opposite. Always positive. Di ba gamit na gamit natin sa same sign ever since we are in group 7. So, now that we know how to get the signs, let's work on what goes inside. Okay? So, we have here a cube plus b cube is equal to a plus b multiplied by quantity a squared minus ab plus b squared. So, paano daw ba natin malalaman kung ano yung nasa loob naman, aside from the operation? So, the first is, you need to cube root the first term. So, diba, just like our exercises earlier, so it's like 1 times 1 times 1. So, when we use the cube root of the first term, a cube is simply equal to 1 because 1 times 1 times 1 is equal to 1. But this time, since this is a cube, that is equal to a because a times a times a is simply equal to a cube. Tatlong a kasi. Okay? So, next, for us to know the second term, of course, cube root din natin si second term. So, the second term is that b cube. So, we have b because b times b times b is equal to b cube. So, now, look at the arrow here. It says here that you need to square this term to get this term. So, meaning to say, you need to square a in the binomial to get the first term in the trinomial. So, when we are referring to square, that is simply a times a. A times a is equal to a squared, as you can see on the screen. Next is, for us to know the second term in the trinomial, you need to product, or you need to use the product of cube root of first term and cube root of second term. So, we are looking at this, the product of a and b on the binomial. Meaning to say, when we're talking about the product, we need to multiply. So, a times b, that is ab. So, we have here ab. Okay? And for us to know the last term is that you need to square the term naman in the binomial. The last term in the binomial, that is b. So, b multiplied by b, the answer is b squared. Okay, b, ayan, b squared siya. So, yun lang yung mga dapat yung tandaan for that, okay? Don't be confused. Let us try this one, okay? Make a binomial and a trinomial with the correct signs. So, we have 27x cubed minus 125. So, once again, let us follow the sign. Since this is difference, our clue is that difference always the same, same sign, always opposite, that's why it's positive, and always positive for the last. Now, we need to cube root the first term. Our first term is 27x cubed. What is the cube root of 27x cubed? Okay, that is 3x because 3x times 3x times 3x is equal to 27x cubed. That's why I gave you a review of the cube root earlier. Okay, so how about 125? So the cube root of 125 is 5 because 5 times 5 times 5 is equal to 125. Now, the second rule is that we need to square the term, this term 3x to get this term. So, 3x times 3x is equal to 9x squared. Okay? Next is, we need to multiply the terms in the binomials. You have to multiply 3x and 5. So, 3x times 5 is equal to 15x. Okay? Lastly is you need to square 5 to get the last term for the trinomial. And 5 times 5 is equal to 25. So you did it. Don't forget, the first rule of factoring is to look for the greatest common factor. And once again, you can actually express this or check this using the distributive property that you already know. Just simply don't forget the rules that I told you and you learned today. Okay, so thank you for today. So hopefully you learned something once again in mathematics. Don't be confused, don't be stressed. Just focus on the things that matters. Okay, so thank you once again and God bless.